you guys will get a little bonus on this training session where you can see how this is actually made. But it's going to be pretty simple. Where I'll just start off with the tag.
Okay, let's do that. I will be there because it's a whole conference. Like we are having at least 2,000 people in there. So, I'll connect with you by around 3 p.m. Central Time, and I'll be scanning everyone, so it will be directly getting to you.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
And just wanted to get the update about that, the white label project. Is it done?
Nandi. One second. Ankita! I don't think it's going to be done until tomorrow, man. I think that they're still going in, and the QA hasn't released the updates yet into our platform. So until they actually release the updates, I can't get it launched for you. So I got to
No problem. Just wanted to get the update. That's fine. If it's tomorrow, that will be okay with me. Or whenever. I'm not in rush. I don't want you to feel like I'm bothering you and all that kind of stuff.
You're totally not bothering me at all, man.
Thank you, man. I really do appreciate it. But when I'm going to get into the conference, I will do the live, and then you will see how much, how many people I can get that into our training, and what type of things we can do together.
So I've got you all taken care of here. So I'm just sending this to your Facebook here, and then there will be your code. You can just save it. And it literally just it will literally just tag them. It's literally just going to tag them that they were referred to by you. They're your referrals, and then it will just pop them into the join the training flow where they can go through the process and actually join the training and everything.
Cool. All right, man. Awesome. You have a great day. I'll talk to you like around 3 or 3:30.
Okay. Talk to you in a little bit.
As you can see, there is a highway of Dallas.
I like Dallas, man. They got some really good enchiladas.
Yes. All right, man. You have fun, and I'll talk to you later.
All right, Hassan. So, guys, we're gonna start in just a second. Before we start, I've noticed that I've got a lot of people that wanted to join the training, and I've noticed that I've got a lot of people that have wanted to join the training, and they have wanted to join since after I sent out the broadcast. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys. I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how I can actually manage that to make sure that I'm not double broadcasting to people. So basically what I did is whenever I sent you guys out this broadcast right here, I just tagged you that I've already sent you a training link, and you guys were already tagged that you were interested in this training. So you guys were already tagged that you were interested in this training. And then I tagged you that I sent you this link. I did that specifically so that I could go in and I could copy this guy. And then now that I've actually copied this guy here, I can see him there, right? And then now what I can do is I can just go next, and I can add another condition where tag isn't that I've sent the training link. So I can see that there's 6 users that are interested in this training that I have not actually sent that training link. So now I can send it to everybody that's only interested in this training session, but I have not already sent them this link, so that people aren't getting a double broadcast and start getting annoyed by the actual messages that I'm sending out. So I'm going to give them just a second. I'm going to give them just a second to join, since we told everybody that we would start at 12:30. Hey, Hassan was asking what the status of launching his white labeled application is. So tomorrow, it will be launched tomorrow. Okay. Okay, cool. So basically what I'm going to teach you guys here is how to go in and do something like this. So you can see it works pretty great inside my bot, where you can actually go in and post pictures. You can go in and actually post pictures to my bot on this page. And then you can also go in, and I'm pretty sure that you can do something like post picture. I think maybe this will work. So yeah, he says, I go in and say, hey, post picture. And he says, hey, can you give me your favorite image? And I'm just going to find my favorite image real quick. And one of my favorite images actually is this image of, my two little boys. So I'm going to give them, and this one's a good one too. I really like this picture. That's when my firstborn child it was when he was just born. So that's a really good image. That's been such a long time ago when he was just a baby. So now I give you the option where you can either post this to the wall, or you can actually update my profile picture on this guy's page. So you can just look at this guy's page right here, and you could either update this profile picture here, or you could just post this to the wall, just like Sergio did just a little bit ago. So you can just hit post to wall, and that will go in and just allow you to post this picture to the wall. So he's going to do a little process there. And then he's going to tell you that, hey, you can see that. I'm just going to mute you guys because somebody's got their mic on and their speakers on, and then I just hear myself. So now if I look in here, I should see that that picture's actually been posted right to my wall. And there it is right there. That picture's actually been posted to my wall. And then on this other guy as well, you can come in here and post to my group. So we've got this cool group that is intended to help people. It's intended to help people that are wanting to actually learn more about bots and building bots for us to share information. So here you've got two different options. You can go in and you can post a picture, or you can actually post a post. So if you post a picture, we'll just kind of go through these flows, and then I'll go through and show you exactly how to do them. So if you post this picture, then let me grab a picture of myself here just to be vain. So there's a picture of myself that I'm going to go in and actually post to the group. So now if I actually go to that group, if I can find that group, there's that group, and I can see it. It was right there in my actual wall. There's that picture that I actually posted there. So now you could also go in and make a physical post if you don't want to. If you don't want to post a picture, you could make a physical post. So let's go in and do that flow and see that flow. And I will answer your guys' questions in just 1 second. So let's make a post here. And can you give the text? Sure. So we're thinking about doing bot hacking Mondays, where what we're going to do is we're going to pick a bot and we're just going to hack the shit out of it. So what do you guys think about that? So you can just go in and you can just go in and comment on this post as soon as it comes in. So do you want to include a link in the post? And I would like to include a link to the post. I'm going to take the time to go ahead and include a link to these training sessions here. So I'm going to just grab that link, and then I'll come back here and say, yes, I do want to include a link. And then what link would you like to use? Well, I'm going to use that link right there. And then now he says, hey, I'm posting it to the group right now. So you can see here's that post right there. We're thinking about doing hacking Mondays where we'll pick a bot and hack the shit out of it. You can see that that was actually just posted to the group from the bot. So, and you can see it was posted from the bot just like that. And this is actually a really, really easy thing to do. So this is not a very, very complex thing to do at all. So you can see that we're posting pictures to the group, we're posting actual posts to this group, and then we're actually posting, we're posting pictures to this guy's actual to the page. So we got kind of 3 different flows here that we're talking about. We got 3 different flows here that we're going to talk about. Let me just look at your questions real quick. So are you having a conversation with the bot, telling it what to do in your page and group? No, not necessarily. I just have a couple ref links, and then I've got a couple keywords that allow you to actually enter into the flow, where I ask you a couple questions like, hey, what is the actual image that you want to post, or what thing do you want to post? Do you want to make a photo post, or do you want to make a physical post? And then based on that, I go in and collect your information, which I'm just going to show you here in a second. Just to clarify, you can't add a chatbot to a closed group, correct? You cannot add a chatbot to any group whatsoever. All you can do is add a link ref tool. So you can add a reference tool, a messenger ref tool. You can add that inside the bot, and then people can access it that way. But no, you cannot add a bot to a group. You can only subscribe your bot to a particular page, and that's it. But you can still link that ref tool. You can just put that ref tool inside the group, and then people can get into it that way. So what is the initial engagement? Does the person have to be subscribed to the bot? And no, they don't necessarily have to be subscribed per se, because if they click the ref link, then they can instantly just get subscribed to your bot if they click the ref link. So let's actually go in here and let's take a look at some of these guys here. Let's go to our automation and let's go to keywords. And then somewhere in these keywords, I've got something that says profile picture or post picture. So now I got a piece of content here, attach photo to message. So let's take a look at this. And this is the flow that triggers this guy here. If you do post picture keyword there. So this is that flow right there that will go in and allow you to actually post a picture to this bot's Facebook page. So this is not the flow that will allow you to do it to the group. This is the flow that will allow you to do it to the Facebook page. The only way you can do it to the group is right now through this ref tool. So I could create keywords and stuff like that will allow you to do it. But right now, the only way that I have it set up where you can post to the group is through this ref tool right here. And then I just give this in every post here. So so this particular flow that we're looking at right now, this is the flow that is going to trigger this part right here, which is what allowed me to go in and make this post to the page right here. So we just did this on the training. I just posted that. How did I post that? I gave that keyword right up here, somewhere up here. I gave that keyword picture, or actually I gave some keyword somewhere right here, post picture. And then it asked me for my image. I gave this image, and then it said, hey, I'm going to post it to the wall. All right. So that keyword is this keyword right here. So let's just take a look at this flow. This flow is pretty straightforward. So what I did earlier today I actually spent like an hour and I edited every single piece of content in my bot. And I just basically added this logic engine right here. So this logic engine right here says only users that match all of these conditions. So tag isn't unsubscribed. So if you're not tagged that you're unsubscribed from the bot, then you'll actually be able to get this piece of content and you'll be able to get the rest of this flow. If you are tagged that you're unsubscribed, well, then I'm no longer going to give you any content in this bot whatsoever. Because what you'll notice is people can actually unsubscribe from your bot. Now, if they unsubscribe from your bot, from the bot's perspective, the only thing that happens when they unsubscribe is you can no longer broadcast out messages to them. Now, can they still interact with your bot? Yes, they can. Can they still trigger keywords in your bot? Yes, they can. but you can no longer broadcast out messages to them. So what I've noticed is there's several people that offer, some real bullshit bot training courses for like $500 or like $2,000, and they don't teach you hardly anything about bot building because they themselves are really noobs whenever it comes to building a bot, or they're not software engineers and they just don't have a very high amount of brain power. But still they're charging some $500, some $2,000 for their bot training class. And I've noticed that a lot of them have actually subscribed to my bot, and then they've unsubscribed from my bot so that I can't send them out promotional broadcasts, but then they still go through all the content in my bot and try to see all the content so that they can add similar things into their bots or in their training material. And obviously I really, really don't want that. So what I've done is just on all my contents, I've protected all my content so that if you unsubscribe from my bot, you're going to get tagged. If I come in here and actually look at the content, and then inside this content, I just look unsubscribe. So once you unsubscribe from my bot, I'm going to unsubscribe you, and then I'm going to give you a tag. I'm also not going to let you resubscribe. So there is no way whatsoever. Once you're unsubscribed from my bot, you can never subscribe again to my bot. And then also once you're unsubscribed from my bot, you can no longer get any content whatsoever from my bot. If you try to trigger a keyword, no keywords will trigger. You can't get the welcome message. You can't get a default reply. You can't get anything in my bot once you're unsubscribed, other than this piece of content right here. This is all you'll ever get. You're unsubscribed from my bot. So this is the actual flow that allows you to post the picture to the Facebook page. All right. So this is going to actually post it to the Facebook page. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to collect the image from you. I'm just going to ask you, hey, what image do you actually want to post? And then after I get that image from you, so you can see that I'm in here, I'm asking you for an image, and I'm going to stick that into user's image. All right. So here, all I've done is ask you a question. So I've just asked for user input, and then I've just said, hey, the user is going to give me an image. I want to collect an image from the user. All right. So that's all that is. I'm just getting that image from you. And then I'm just going to ask you, what do you want to do? Do you want to post this to my wall, or do you want to update my profile picture? And then accordingly, I'm just going to go in and trigger a zap accordingly. So this one's called post picture to Facebook page. So I'm pretty sure if I come over here to Zapier, somewhere I thought I had Zapier open, but I guess I don't. So let's take a look at our zaps real quick, and then I'll just walk you through and show you that zap. I guess I need to log in. So now let's take a look at our zaps, and then hopefully I followed my own best practice and nope. Did not follow my own best practice, so not sure exactly how I'm gonna find this zap if I didn't. So let's double check and look again. So here's one of them right there. That's update Facebook profile image. Here's the other ones. All right, so here's one right here. Post picture to Facebook page. All right, so here's one. Let's just take a look at this one. This one's pretty straightforward. So this is going to be this zap right here. If you tell me, now remember, this is not to the group. This is to the Facebook page. All right, so here, if you say you want to post to my wall, we're going to trigger out this zap right here. Thank you so much, which is post picture to Facebook page, which is what this guy is right here. So really, really simple zap here, guys. We're just going to trigger on this event right here, post picture to Facebook page. And then we're just going to use this action. We're going to use Facebook pages, and then we're going to create a page photo. So, and then we're just going to pick the page that we want to actually use. Or actually, here we don't pick the page that we want to use. We pick the actual Facebook account account that's authenticated. We're going to pick that account. And then here, we're just going to edit the template. Really, really simple. Pick the page that you want to use. I want to post on the demo bot page. Give the photo. Okay, so here, this photo here, what we're using here for this photo is, I'm going to assume that we're going to use whatever we're dumping in here. So we've got user's image there. So that's what we're going to dump in here. We're going to dump in user. We're going to dump in this user's image field. So that's what this data is. This is this user's image field. And then now all we're actually going to do is give out this message that says this is a really cool photo that was posted by the user's name and then through the bot on this page. So that makes sense. That's a really, really simple zap, right? Nothing complex there at all. All we're doing is we're collecting the picture from the user. And then once we collect that picture, we give them two options. Do you want to post to my wall or do you want to update my profile pic? If they say they want to post to the wall, we're going to trigger this zap, post picture to Facebook page, which is this zap right here. And this zap right here, post picture to Facebook page on the demo bot, like I said, it's just going to be triggered by that same trigger that we have here. So you see we're triggering this post picture to Facebook page, and this is the guy that we're listening to. We're listening to that event. Whenever we hear that event, we're going to go in and do that. And then we're just going to edit this template really, really simple. We're going to pick the page that we want to post to. We're going to pick the image, and it says enter a file object or a publicly accessible URL. So that's what ManyChat does. ManyChat, whenever you accept a picture in ManyChat, they literally just dump that to an AWS S3 bucket. So now that becomes a publicly accessible URL. So we can dump in that URL right there. That's what's stored in the custom field. And anyways, in the custom field, it is not stored an actual image. It's just the URL to the image. And then I'm just going to say, hey, this is a really cool photo that was posted by whoever their name is. And you can see that's it. That's all that does. So that one's really, really simple. So let's look at this other one. We want to update the profile pic. So whenever we update the profile pic, we're going to pick this guy right here. And let's try to find that guy. We found that guy. That's him right there. So same thing here. If they pick this option, we're going to trigger out this zap, which is update Facebook page profile image. That's this zap right here. And that is the event that we're listening to, update Facebook page profile image. So for our action, the same thing. We're going to choose Facebook pages as our action. And then the thing that we're actually going to do, we're going to choose Facebook pages as our app. The action is going to be change page profile photo. Pretty straightforward. Need to authenticate your Facebook account and then edit your template. You just pick all you do is pick the photo or pick the page. And then once you pick the page, then you literally just give the photo. This photo is the exact same thing. This photo is the user's photo. So it's the same value here. So it's the same custom field here, user's image. You can see that this user's image already has some data in it. It says enter an object or a publicly accessible URL. We can pull the photo from. So I'm not sure what you're asking there. You're asking how can we get this software? So I'm not sure what you're asking. If you're asking how can you get ManyChat software, just go to manychat.com and sign up. If you're asking how you can get Zapier software, just go to zapier.com and sign up. So I'm not really sure what else you're asking there other than that. So you can see here that data is literally minibot files s3.eu central.amazon aws.com, because this is literally just an S3 bucket and they just store the image there so we can publicly access it. So still, I'm not understanding what you're asking here. You're asking, I mean, this software is free or not. So not quite sure what you're asking there. ManyChat has a free version. Zapier has a free version. Both of these softwares, they both have free versions. I recommend, obviously, using the paid versions because there's more options in the paid versions. But yes, if you don't have any money at all, then you can go ahead and you can get the free versions if you don't want to pay for it. But that's not recommended. It's recommended to get the paid versions. And I see, Jesper, you said, why would you want people to never being able to subscribe again? What if they unsubscribe by mistake? That's just my personal preference. So no real reason there. That's just my personal preference. If you unsubscribe from my bot, then I'm going to assume, that they're, I'm going to assume that most people aren't idiots and that you can't unsubscribe by mistake. I mean, if you unsubscribe by the bot, you literally have to, if you want to unsubscribe by the bot, you literally have to type unsubscribe. All right. So I'm going to assume that you're a conscious human being, and when you're typing unsubscribe, you're consciously aware that you're doing that, and that can't be a mistake. I mean, you're consciously typing unsubscribe, so you're intending to unsubscribe, so that can't be a mistake. Now, the other way that you could be unsubscribed from my bot is I can physically unsubscribe you, and I'll physically unsubscribe you only when you trigger specific actions. If you tell me my bot is annoying you, I'm going to unsubscribe you. If you tell me you hate me, I'm going to unsubscribe you. Those things also, I'm going to assume, are not a mistake. You have physically told me my bot is annoying you. Well, guess what? If my bot's going to annoy you, well, then then you don't need to be a subscriber of my bot anymore. So, and like I said, it's just a personal preference for me that once you unsubscribe, I am never going to let you subscribe to my bot again. That is just my personal preference, okay? That's it. It's my personal preference. If you've come in, because I've noticed, literally what I've noticed is some of these other guys that do bot training and stuff is they unsubscribe from my bot, and then they keep snooping around in my bot, and then they'll subscribe again, then they'll unsubscribe again. So I don't want that shit happening. If you unsubscribe from my bot, that's it. End of story. It's our relationship's over. You know, a nice clean breakup from my side. So that is just my personal preference. So you guys don't have to do that. If you don't want to. Craig, you said, okay, let me summarize what I heard. Create a ref link in ManyChat automation, post on your Facebook page, personal or business, or another's Facebook business page. When they respond with a picture post, they are subscribed, send out a welcome message, right? No, not really at all whatsoever, Craig. So you can create. So we were talking about those ref links because somebody asked if you could go in and if you could use a bot in a group. And you can't use a bot in a group. The most that you could do is create a ref URL for your bot and share that to a group so that anybody who clicks the link is subscribed to your bot. That's the most you can do. You cannot use the bot in a group. All right. So, and this flow is triggered by a keyword. All right. So if you use that keyword that we saw here just a second ago, if you use this keyword, and don't worry guys, I won't unsubscribe you guys unless you physically want to be unsubscribed. So if you use this post picture keyword, that goes in and probably won't do anything right now because he's expecting an image and not getting an image. So that's correct. He's expecting an image and he's not getting an image. So if you use this post picture keyword, that is going to trigger this sequence, which will allow you to get into this flow, collect the image from the user, and then either do accordingly that they want to post it to a wall or they want to post it to a group. So I showed you guys the flow. I showed you guys the actual 2 zaps. So do you guys have any questions at all as far as how this is accomplished for the Facebook page? If you have questions, I'll answer them. If you don't have questions, then we can go ahead and move on and I can show you the similar process for posting to the actual group. That's fine, Craig. We do whatever you want in that hour consultation. I literally had somebody the other day, and I built their whole bot for them for the most part. That I know for a fact that they're getting paid at least $2,000 most likely to build the bot, and I built like 80% of the bot for them in our one-on-one training session. So now they don't have to do anything and still get to collect the paycheck. So like I said, we do anything that you want in that 1 hour consultation. If you want me to build the bot for you, I'll build it for you. If you want to sing and dance together, we can sing and dance together. It's completely up to you what you want to do. So no real questions on how it works posting to the actual Facebook page. So we'll go in and actually do the group post. So that group post, I'm pretty sure that group post is just this guy right here, post to group. All right. So it's this guy right here, post to group. There's that URL that I shared to everybody, post a group. So let's take a look at the actual sequence of messages that go there. So you can see the same thing here, pretty straightforward. Is If you're not subscribed to my bot, if you're tagged that you're unsubscribed, then I'm just going to tell you you're not allowed to get any content from my bot whatsoever because you've been unsubscribed. So now you can't come in and unsubscribe from my bot and still get content. So if you're not unsubscribed, well, then I will happily give you this content. So the first thing that I tell you, is just some basic crap that you can post to my Facebook group right from the bot. I give you a link to join the group, or hopefully if you're awesome, you just share the group to your friends so that we can get more users in it. If you don't do that, also fine. And then I just ask you, what do you want to do? Do you want to post a picture, or do you want to make a physical post? So I showed you how to do both of them at the beginning of the training session. I showed you exactly how to do both things. We went through and did both of them. So let's go through picture first. Picture's pretty straightforward. So it looks a lot like the other one where I just ask you for the image and I stick that in the same spot, user image. And then once I collect that from you, I trigger this zap, post picture to group. So hopefully if I followed my own advice, I'll be able to come over here and just find that guy right there. And I did. I found him. He's right there in front of me. So another very simple zap. As you can see, just a very simple zap. We're going to fire on this event, post picture to group. And then we're going to use Facebook groups this time as our app. So the only Facebook is in the first zaps, we used Facebook pages. And the second zap, we have used, Facebook groups. So if you just type in Facebook, you can see all the different Facebook stuff here. You got Facebook pages, or this is Facebook lead ads. This is Facebook pages. This is Facebook, this is regular Facebook. Here's Chat Fuel for Facebook. Not quite sure what that is. This is Facebook groups. And this is Facebook offline conversations. Also not completely sure what that is, but I'll figure that out at some other time. So, excuse me. So in that first process, I just use Facebook pages. And the second process, we're using Facebook groups. So other than that, it's pretty much the exact same thing. So you need to pick the group that you want instead of the page. So you just pick the group that you want. Now, the only groups that you can post to are groups that you have created or you are an admin to. So maybe groups that you are a moderator to. I'm not quite sure because I'm not the moderator of any other groups because no one likes me that runs groups. Most group owners really hate me, and then they end up kicking me out of their groups and shit. So you can, so I don't really know. I'm assuming that if you're the admin or a moderator of a group, it will show up here. If not, then you can only do it from groups that you have actually created. But I'm going to go ahead and make an assumption that if you're an admin or a moderator and you have rights to administer a group, that you will also be able to post there. So pretty straightforward. The same thing here is they ask you for the photo URL. Give the same thing, which was image. Give that user's image. All right. So we collect the image from the user. We stuff it into this user image. So we just put that in there. And then we just give some description. And in the description, all I do is say this picture was posted by the person's name through @randomdemobot. And then I literally just put in the link to that reference tool, which ultimately is what led us here. If you remember, this guy right here has this reference link right here. So I just literally stuffed in that link into this app. So if anybody wants to try it out, they can just click on that link and they can try it out. So that one's pretty straightforward. So probably no questions on this because this is really straightforward how to do this. Very simple zap. So then we have our other flow where if you want to make a post, all right? So if you want to make a post, what we're going to do is we're eventually going to post this to a group. So let's come in here and let's try to see if I use my, yep. So we can find that guy. And if you notice, I try to make sure that I name all my zaps, whatever my trigger zap is here, so that whenever I want to go in and find this guy, because I have such a large amount of zaps, whenever I want to go in and find this guy, as you guys can see, I can find them very easy just by looking for him. And I know that, hey, there's that guy. So it makes it really, really easy for me to find it. So this one's also very, very straightforward. We're going to trigger this whenever we hear that zap from Zapier, which is this zap right here. So whenever we hear that, we'll trigger this guy. And then we're going to use the same thing. We're going to use Facebook groups as our app here. So if you look here, Facebook groups, let's go back here to Facebook pages. Let's go back here to Facebook and just look at Facebook. And then let's get rid of ClickFunnels and Web Merge. Web Merge is actually pretty cool. I've been experimenting with Web Merge so that you could actually, let's say you're in the service industry and you want to give quotes to people, right? So with Web Merge, what you can do is actually create a professional PDF based on data coming from your bot. So you could go in and collect some data from your users, and then you can post that out to Web Merge and stick it into some PDF template and have them render an actual PDF and hand you back the PDF that you could then present through your in your bot. So, but that's not this. So we can look down here and you can see with Facebook, this is Facebook. So literally I could go in and create a sequence here in my bot where I could post to my personal Facebook page a video, or I could post a post to my personal Facebook page, or I could post a photo to my timeline on my personal Facebook page from the bot. So I could have the bot go in and allow you guys to post videos to my personal page, or to post to my timeline, or to post pictures to all on my personal page. This is Facebook pages. So you've got several different triggers here. We're not going to actually look at the triggers here. We're going to look just at the actions. So the actions that you have here is you can change the page profile picture, which we've done already, and I showed you how to do that. We can create a page photo, all right, which we've also done. I showed you how to do that. You could create a page video, which I haven't done, but we could go in and add that in pretty easily. And you can create a page post, which I also haven't done, but we could add that in pretty easily. Here's Facebook groups. Let's look at their actions. So their actions, you only have two different things. You can post a picture, or you can post a message, all right? So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to post that message right here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to post a message, all right? So let's just first look and see what we do here. So if you tell me that you want to make a post and not a picture, then I'm just going to collect your input. I'm going to say, okay, what data do you want to post? What is the text? And I'm just going to store that in a custom field called users post. And then I'm going to automatically continue, and I'm going to ask you, hey, do you want to include a link with your post? If you say yes, then I'll route you over here. If you say no, we'll go ahead and do the action. So if you say yes, then pretty straightforward. I just use another user input. I say, hey, what link do you want to use? And I just stuff that in a variable called URL, in a custom field called URL. And then we continue on from there to this trigger zap, where we're actually going to do this process. And this process, as you can see, is very, very straightforward. This right here is that first custom field. So that is users post. So this piece of data right here is that users post. So we just go in here and we look for users post right there, and we just stick that piece of data in there, and that's it. Then we just say this post was made by user's name through random demo bot, give the same link so that other users can try this. If they want to see it, they can also try it as well. And then if they said that they had a link that they wanted to share, we're just going to put in here that link that they wanted to actually share. So this is just that URL. So he's just that custom field URL. That's all he is. All right. So that's how you do that. That's how you post a post. That's how you post a picture. So pretty straightforward, right? No real magic at all going on there. Just really, really simple zaps going on there. So now you know exactly how to do that. Now, you guys have any questions about that, or anything that you didn't actually understand how to do that? Or are you guys good and know exactly how to do it now? So I see you ask, how can you post or send a message with a video? So we could see here in Zapier that if we wanted to do a video, that we could do a video to a Facebook page. We can do a video on the Facebook page, but we can't do it to a group. All right. So we can go in and we can put the video on a Facebook page, and we can do it to our own personal timeline, but we can't add a video to a group. All right. So that's not going to be possible. We could add a video to a group only if we wanted to do a URL. So if we wanted to do a URL, I'm sure that we could do it that way. If I did something like this and I click this guy right here, let's see if we could do it. I'm pretty sure that we probably can. Let's just come back over here, and I really wanted to get that video. So let me come in here to my automation and come and find some cool video. I'm going to give a video with, I'll give our training video that has, this is our training video from our live training on Saturday, where Matt came in as a guest speaker, and he was teaching us about Facebook ads and stuff like that. So I want to make a post. So that's going to be my post. I'm just going to thank Matt. And then he's going to ask me if I want to give a link, and I do want to give a link, and I'll just give a link to that YouTube video there. So now I should see this in my news feed, and there's a video right there. The only thing I don't like about that is there is no actual preview of the video, and you can't watch the video right then and there. You have to be outsourced over to there to YouTube, and I've got to ship you off to YouTube, and I didn't really want to ship you off to YouTube. But so other than that, I mean, like I said, we could go in and we could add a video. We could add a video to a group page, or I'm sorry, we could add a video to an actual Facebook page, but I would need to actually go in and look and see if we were going to go in and add a video to a Facebook page. Let's look at Facebook page and see what type of format creates a page video. So it looks like I don't think that this is actually going to work if I do that. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to work at all, because let's just test it and see if it's going to actually work. I think it's going to error out because this is not an actual video. See? So if we wanted to post a video, then we'd kind of be, what we'd actually have to do is we would have to get them to actually give us the final destination URL on the internet where the video is at. So they'd have to give us a valid video format like MP4 or WAV or something, and then we'd want to ask them to go in and give us the URL to that video, because in ManyChat we can't ask a user for a video. So in ManyChat we can go in and we can get a user input, and we can get a file. So actually we could probably use that file. That file we could probably go in and actually get a we could probably go in and do that. So let's just try that. All right. let's see. Can we message a video to an individual? Posting from the bot triggers interaction with the bot, bringing them to Messenger, right? Could we use Dropbox or Google Drive? You could use a link that's on Dropbox or Google Drive to the actual video, sure. But I think we could actually do it just like this. So this is for a page. So we're going to go in and say post video to page. All right. So now let's come in here and let's trigger a zap. Are you leaving? Let's trigger a zap. Post video to Facebook page. And then let's come in here and copy that guy and just put him down there. All right. And what was that content here? Let's come here. So we probably want to actually do something different here. We probably want to do something different here, where here we want to actually, what I want to do, all right, is go in and grab this stuff here and move him over there. And then now here, what I want to do is get rid of that guy and add a message. And then here in this message, love you too. See you in a little bit. Here we're going to do a poster picture. And here we'll just do video. All right. So now if they want a poster picture, we can send them to that guy. And if they want an actual video, then what we need to do is let's get rid of that guy. Let's click on this guy right here and delete him. And then let's go in and he needs to come to a send message that will continue automatically and go into this guy right there. And then this guy is going to come here and say, so now we can do that. All right. Come on. All right, so there's that. We got that zap triggered there. We need to go ahead and build that zap. And now we just need to ask this guy for user input. So we could do this, which would be elementary. Okay, so we could do this, that would be elementary, or we could go in and what we could do instead of doing this is we could get rid of this guy right here and then take this guy down here and put him down here. And then we can create a new message that says something like, if he wants to give a video, we're going to give that guy right there. And then we'll just come in and say, So now we can give him those two options. All right. So if he wants to give me a actual video upload, I can route him here. If he wants to give me a video URL, then I can route him over here. And then from here, I'm just going to automatically continue and route him into the same spot here. Actually, can I route him? Can I route him in here? I don't think I can actually route him into that same guy. I don't think I can route him into that same guy because here I'm actually going to collect a file. And then this is going to be a video. And I think maybe I can actually. Not 100% sure, but I think I can. So I'm just going to try it. Put that guy right inside there. So that should be good. And then we just need to build this guy right here. So let's go ahead and delete him. Yes, I really want to delete him. And then actually, I want to turn that guy on. And then let's go back to our dashboard. Let's see if any of those guys are turned off. Okay, so let's go in and make a zap. And we'll make that zap right there. That's going to be called post video to this page. And this is going to be mini chat. And this is going to be when a new zap event is fired. And then we're going to pick this demo bot here. We're going to pick that same zap that we just did. And then here we're going to pick Facebook pages. And then we're going to create a page video. And then we're going to use demo bot page here. And then this video is we're going to put Facebook post video. And this title is going to be we're just going to ask this guy what he wants the title to be, I think. Instead of figuring out on our own, we'll just ask this person what they want the title to be. Need to retest ManyChat so that we can actually get that value there that we just created. And then there's a video title. And then we can just do this. And that's it. Let's skip that. Let's finish that. Let's turn that on. And let's preview this out to ourselves. And let's put in a video. And first, let's upload a video. And let's see first if I have any videos. Hopefully I got a video somewhere. Let's look in downloads. That's a really stupid video, but I can use that one, I'm sure, even though it's a really dumb video. So let's use that video right there. Let's go view our video. I don't see my really cool video. Topos! So I don't see my video. If I don't see my video, then I know what I can do. Topos! Is I can just come over here. And we can look at our Zap history and see what happened. So it looks like this guy is waiting. So it said that this. Okay. So it looks like the issue is that they have not given me. So it looks like the issue is that what they're doing on ManyChat side is they're also just putting that video in a bucket, an S3 bucket. So let's try this again. And then let's try a video again. And then let's just try this URL. And let's give that URL and see how that works. So now let's come back here to Zapier and look and see if we got the same thing here. Also looks like that's not supported. None of these guys are actually giving me none of these guys are actually giving me what I want, which is just a, I also don't want those. I'll probably get some unsubscribers, although I may like those. I'll probably get some unsubscribers if I put those in there. So I'm not actually getting a video. So I can see what my problem is. My problem is, like I said, is my problem is that these guys Facebook doesn't actually like this type of video. It's saying that the video I'm trying to upload is in a format that's not supported. So Facebook really does not actually like that. Does not like that at all. So what that means is hey, is Topo still there? Could you ask him to get me some hot tea? And y'all have that. Thank you so much. It's so nice of you. Thanks, Subo. So my whole problem is Facebook is not liking my video format. So in that instance, what I would probably do is just go in and scratch this guy right here. And I can scratch this guy really easily just by unlinking that guy, bringing this guy down here, and then routing that guy right back in there. So I'll have to go back to the drawing board and figure out how we could actually do that video post. I'm assuming if we have any link to any type of MP4 or anything like that, that we'll be able to upload that MP4. Would be my assumption. So I could be wrong because I assumed that it would work this way, and it doesn't actually work this way because what we're getting. What we're getting is, see that saying he's an MP4. This guy was an MP4. So not really quite sure what the problem is there, other than Facebook is not liking my video format. So that's something we could tackle on another day. But now you guys know how to post stuff to your personal page, how to post stuff to your actual business page that your bot's on, or how to post stuff to an actual Facebook group that you're the admin of. So any questions whatsoever that you guys have on that, or any other questions that you want to ask while we're here? Anything at all? No problem, Colin. All these videos are always available for replay inside the bot. So every video that I make is always available inside the bot. So all this I always upload to the bot, but they are premium content. So they're all behind a logical decision. They're all behind a logical decision. So essentially what will happen is in here somewhere, right here, I will come in here to all these guys and add something that says, show me how. And then this will go and route into an actual logics block. And in this logics block, it will look something like this. I'll have a condition. And in this condition, I will set, hey, that's not what I wanted. In this condition, I will set any of these conditions could match. So either you can be an action taker. If you're an action taker, then you can get access to it. Or if this paid how-to variable is set to true, if this guy's set to true. So if any of those are true, if not, you need to go to this right here, pay for help. So as you can see, I teach you guys how to do this for free. So I teach you how to do this completely for free, and then I make videos of it. And then all the people that didn't actually join the training and get to learn it for free, if they want to replay it and watch it later, well, those people have to pay. That's why you guys get it for free. Same thing with the training. You know, we're doing 35 hours worth of training. So any of you guys come to the live training sessions, you guys get 35 hours of my time for free. Well, anybody who can't come to those training sessions or didn't make it to a training session, if they want that access, well, they have to pay for it. So that's why you guys get all my time for free, because someone else literally pays for it. So if you weren't able to make it for the entire session, then you do get whatever time you get on the session, you do get that for free. But if you want to go in and look at whatever you weren't here for, well, that, my friend, you just have to pay for it. So you pay $10 a month to get access to all of these guys. So that's what you pay. You pay $10 a month. And then I'll just give a link to the video, just like that. And then I'll just go in there. And $10 a month is a pretty nominal amount to have somebody of my level of expertise. As you can see, I've run a whole company. I manage a whole software engineering firm. To have me spend my time with you guys teaching how to do this, $10 a month is a fucking amazing price for that. And you guys don't even have to pay it. Just the people who don't come, they have to pay it. So this video, as soon as I get done with this training and actually process this video and upload it, he'll be added right there as a piece of paid content that's delivered through the bot, just like that. It will always be show me how. All right. So it will always be show me how. You can always go in. You can always go in to the bot and just say keywords. And then you are going to get a whole bunch of list of keywords and what they do. So now you'll go in and get, this thing will probably go on for, right now it's only going to go on for like 45 seconds or something like that. Because I only have like 20% of the keywords listed on this flow. Once I go in and actually list all the keywords here, we'll probably go on for like 2 or 3 minutes to show you every one of these keywords and what they can actually do. And then if you click on this, this basically triggers what the keyword would do. So you can click on that, and that will take you through the flow. And then almost all of those flows, it has a see an example or show me how. And if you hit show me how, it will take you into that same logics block that looks to see if you've actually paid a $10 a month subscription for the content. If you have, it gives you the content. If you haven't, then it says, hey, you need to pay for that. And you ask, is it possible to use ManyChat and Zapier to book a hotel room? Yeah, totally possible. So what you'd actually want to do is you would want to get familiar with this guy right there. You'd want to get really familiar with webhooks by Zapier, because whatever hotel that you're using, those guys are going to have most likely either a publicly accessible API or some privately accessible API that they use to integrate with people like Expedia, Hotels.com, Travelocity, and shit like that. So most of these hotels have already built out those endpoints to allow third parties to integrate right into their booking engine. So you need to figure out what that API is, contact that hotel, figure out what that API is that integrates into their booking engine, and then you can just use webhooks by Zapier to post data into the actual API and book a hotel. Did I answer your question though, Jesper? Did the answer that I give you make sense, Jesper? How you can find all that information? I hope I answered it. Okay. And it will take you a long time to go through that videos. I guarantee you there's at least 80 hours worth of training content just like this. That's not a bunch of bullshit, fluffy content. It's just, training exactly how to do this, exactly how to do that. There's at least 80 hours worth of videos inside the bot right now. And then I'm going to keep adding to that. So your $10 a month is going to eventually end up giving you like 1,000 hours worth of content, because I work like 20 hours a day, and I dedicate a lot of that time to this bot building, because I've got freshers that come in right out of college that I hire, and those guys build bots for some of my clients, build these mini chat bots, and then I got to spend a lot of my time training them on how to do it and what to do it. So spend a lot of time doing this. But I don't think you guys have any other questions. So thanks for coming. I'm going to take a break. Go pee. See you guys later. Make the replay available, and you saw exactly how you'll be able to get it.